Hi, I just wanted to show you my fancy goldfish tank. It's a 55-gallon corner overflow. I have two fancy goldfish, one, I think it's a ranchu, and an orinda. So I picked up this tank off of Craigslist for about $100, everything that you see. So the corner overflow box, water goes down, and then I have a sump down here. There's a foam block. There's some Sarah rings and some Chemi blue, and then I have a wet dry, a foam block to block, bubbles. And this right here is my auto top off. So it has a float sensor on there connected to this bucket, and there's a hole in the line that acts as my anti-siphon, and I put it in the PVC. So when it kicks on, the water just falls back into the tank, so it doesn't spray anywhere else. And then I have a whisper that runs my diffuser, and then I have an Eheim external pump that pumps the water back into the tank. So my lighting is simple. This is 5 strands of white LEDs, and to kind of blend out the white, I put this blue LED strip. So my light cycle turns on at 5:30. It's on a timer, and then it kicks off at 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna override it so that you can see the light in the tank. So that's the tank itself. There goes my fish. I feed these guys once a day, very generously, but on Sundays I fast them. My Orinda was kind of bloated, acting kind of funky and floating upside down, so I fasted him for 3 days, and then I fed him peas, like heated cooked peas, and he's doing way better. I think he's a little bit top heavy in his head. I call him Commander Head. This guy right here, I call him Pig Face. This is Comet. Actually, that's Comet. That was my son's first fancy goldfish, and then I picked this guy up. And then my wife liked this guy and that guy, so we have 4. Once again, it's a 55-gallon tank. Been running out for like 2 years now. Just white sand, couple rocks to give it a little bit of decor. There's a diffuser in my sump. There's a foam block right here. Then there's the heater. I keep the tank at 70 degrees, as you can see right there. And then that's my overflow bucket. There's a hole in the line to create an anti-siphon. If not, once it kicks in, the float kicks on to my auto top off, it'll just keep pouring in there. So that hole in there, creates a siphon and siphon break. And the PVC is just to direct the water from the siphon break back down into the bucket. That's pretty much it. I have a ball valve there to restrict the flow coming back into the tank. Here you can see the lighting. It's kind of bright, but it's just white with that one blue LED. And then if you look here, that's the return nozzle. And I feed these guys, like I said, every day, but I fast them on Sundays. And then the light cycle is from 5:30 to 10. The maintenance on this tank, once a week, not once a week, once a month, I do a 50% water change. And as you can see, that's my pre-filter. So water goes from the corner down to this polyfoam, wrapped on a tube, and that's my pre-filter. Goes straight down into the sump. So that hits a foam block, then it hits some Sarah rings, and the Chemi Pure is in the first chamber. Goes up and over into the wet dry, hits the foam block to prevent bubbles, and then goes back in there into my return pump, just right there. And this is my auto top off, and this is my top off float valve. So once the water level goes below the float valve, it kicks on the auto top off, fills it back up, turns it off, and there's a siphon break in there to prevent it from constantly filling the 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 sump. So that's pretty much it. Anyhow, I also have a semi-reef with soft corals, and I also have a planted aquarium that's inside the house. But this tank is kept in my outside patio. Here, I'll step back. It's not anything fancy. I had to level it with shims, but it's been running for two years now. And there's a heater in the sump, which keeps it at a constant 70. And the fish are pretty healthy. So anyhow, comment. Let me know if you have any questions. And for a basic tank, it's not bad to look at Craigslist. I'm not sponsored by anyone, but I have picked up some pretty good tanks. I'm actually probably going to upgrade my reef tank, and I'll probably be selling that tank. And I don't know, when the time comes I make that video, I'll probably mention it further. Anyhow, have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys shortly. Leave any comments, I'll reply when I get a chance. Thank you.